Yo guys, what is up? Max on our first Descendant video, and today we're going over 3 of the new best farms in the game. These are going to be different farms for different activities. One of them is going to give you fully built energy catalysts just from playing the game, which is insane. I didn't know that you could farm fully built energy catalysts. The next one is going to be about 100,000 Kuiper better than the previous farm that I posted for efficiency in farming just as much Kuiper as you can. And the other one is going to allow you to open a vault every like 30 seconds. You can infinite vault farm, which is even more Kuiper than this best Kuiper farm. But once again, you need code breakers, which I have a video on how to farm. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. So for our first farm, you're going to want to come to the Echo Swamp and then come to the Abandoned Zone. Now the farm is the Abandoned Refinery Unit. This is an extermination minute that says it takes 5 minutes or less. With an efficient group of people, if you're running this in public, which I strongly recommend doing, you'll be able to get this farm down to about 30 seconds, which is incredibly efficient. The reason for that is this run drops about 4,500 to 5,000 Kuiper a run, which is ridiculous. The farm that I originally posted in Sterile Lands is a 30-second run in the anticipated ambush point that drops about 3,000 Kuiper a run. The big caveat here is this is very consistently 30 seconds. However, this run can vary depending on your efficiency or if you're a group from 30 to 60 seconds. This farm is only better if you're getting it down to a short, like 30-second run. And then if you are, this is significantly better. But if you're doing this in like 60 seconds or longer, it's obviously going to be a slower farm. So if you're going to do this farm, I really recommend bringing Bunny. Bunny is just the best AoE Descendant in the game right now. I'm going to show you a little bit of a walkthrough of this, and then I'll show you some footage of us running in a group and just how speedy you can do this. So the big goal here is you're going to want to kill all of the things on the hill, and then enemies are going to spawn down here. If you can kill the enemies that are spawning down in the cave without actually jumping down into the cave, kind of like that, because Bunny has this like AoE that goes below her, you can make this pretty efficient, and then all you need to do is run into this cave. Sometimes the spawn points can be a little finicky, so like it wanted me to run there. Just sometimes you got to slow it down if you're running solo. It doesn't really happen in co-op. But all of these enemies spawn here, which is just a ton of Kuiper. Pretty gross here. And then there's another cave with a ton of enemy spawns right here, and then elites spawn here that you can kill, and then boom, that's the mission. You run up through this cave and then back, and if you're doing this in like 30 seconds, this is just simply the best farm in the game right now. I'm going to be showing some footage on screen right now of us doing it in a group where we are just flying through this. You can have someone hitting the mission and resetting it quickly, and you will be farming hundreds of thousands of Kuiper an hour. It's not quite as good as our next farm that we're going to be talking about, but it's still really good. Our next farm is going to be opening vaults. I posted a video 2 days ago about how important it is to understand opening these secret encrypted vaults, and if you want to get a full explanation on farming these code breakers, how to open the vaults, how to find them, and everything else, I'm going to defer you to that video. I'll have it linked as a pinned comment. But these materials, every time you open an Ultra Vault, can give you 75,000 Kuiper. The blue ones can give you 25,000 Kuiper. And typically, you have to run around looking for them. It may take you a while to find one, and it could be a little bit of an annoying farm. This is a guaranteed farm to open one every like 30 seconds, resulting in around, if you have the keys, 650,000 Kuiper an hour. Particularly if you do this with a group, you can share or take turns opening the vaults so that you're not using all of your keys. So every one key, if you have like 4 Enzos doing it with you, every one key, you're getting like hundreds of thousands of Kuiper, and you're going to be using less keys because if one person opens the vault, everyone gets the loot. But the way to do this is you're going to want to come to the Agna Desert, and the point we're going to be coming to is the Mirage Stone Tactical Transporter. Now, when you teleport here, there's 3 directions that you want to ping. There's left ping, there's right ping, and then there's down back ping. One of these 3 will always ping a vault. There will always be a vault spawning here. Here is our first location. The reason for this is there's like 4 spawn points, and it's guaranteed to spawn every time that you travel here. So this is just the fastest way to open the vaults. Now we can make them respawn every single time by hopping zones. So I set my world to private for this. Then we're going to come to the Agna Desert, and then we're going to teleport up to the mining site. As soon as we teleport to the mining site, we're then going to teleport down back to the Mirage Stone. This will respawn all of the vaults that we had just opened. And ideally, we're looking for a blue or a purple one for the best loot. And once again, this is a great farm, but it's limited to the amount of code breakers or code analyzers you have. So we'll ping there, nothing there, ping there, guaranteed. And then we'll go grab, he's probably down on these rocks here. Oh, there he is. So yeah, you could just do this farm. Every single time that you come here, you will find one of these guys, and obviously there's a decent chance for it to be 75,000 Kuiper, and you bring Enzo for this farm because you are able to do it faster. For our very last farm, you're going to want to come to Albion, and then you're going to walk over to this little defense thing, and what you want to select is the Echo Swamp Defense. Now, we need a little bit more testing from the community on this, on if there are other defenses that drop this, but you need to find a mission that goes up to Wave 21. If you complete Wave 21 on Echo Swamp, there is a chance, it's a hidden secret chance, but there is a chance to get fully built energy catalysts. I'm going to show you a clip from my buddy's stream who was doing this. It was farming Wave 21s, and he and his friend both got energy catalyst drops. He got one their first time going to Wave 21, and then his buddy got one their second time finishing Wave 21. I see a lot of people when they're doing their defenses, they're going to go to like Wave 7 and then leave. If you're wanting to farm defenses efficiently, now that we know that it can drop fully built energy catalysts, you are absolutely going to want to go to Wave 21. Obviously, if you are going to go to Wave 21, you're going to need a fully built character. Wave 21 is no joke. You have to be able to defend the point. Otherwise, obviously, if you fail, you have no chance of getting any rewards. But here you can see mission complete, and he gets a fully built energy catalyst right here, which is absolutely insane. This isn't a mission reward. This isn't some quest. It is something that you can farm. Once again, it is not guaranteed. I don't know the exact drop rate chances on it, but this is a pretty game-breaking breakthrough because prior to this, these things are pretty difficult to farm. The fact that there's a mission that avoids all of the farm, all of the craft time, all of the keys to get these things, which are one of the most powerful resources in the entire game, is pretty wild. Once again, it is not guaranteed. If you do one and don't get it, obviously, it's just a chance. Same thing with many things in this game. It is RNG chance, but it is possible to get these things from Wave 21 on defenses. If you have gotten one on a other defense besides, Defend Albion Resource in Echo Swamp, please let me know down in the comments. I'm very curious to how many other special missions can drop these fully built catalysts, but we know at least there is one, and that is going to be the Echo Swamp Albion Resource Defense, and you have to go to Wave 21 and complete it in order for a chance of this dropping. Another thing to add is I've now done this farm a few times, and I found it to be a much better experience farm than the Kingston Defense that everyone seems to love doing. At level 1, doing Kingston Defense to round 15, trying to play as much and kill as many things, I'd get my character to level 15. Doing this run in Albion Defense in the Echo Swamp, I would get my character to level 20. That is because the layout for this is just so much better for experience farming. One of the key things about getting a lot of experience is participating in kills. If you are going to join a defense and AFK, you are just not going to get nearly as much experience. You have to be partaking and hitting enemies and killing them to get the most amount of experience. And the fact that this is such a wide open area where you can kind of stand on a box, where I'm kind of doing in this clip, and just hit enemies from the whole map, you're going to level up way faster. I was getting to level 38 in 55 minutes of doing this. So and that was going from round 1 to round 21. So you're looking at about an hour and 10 minutes, most likely, to level a character from fresh level 1 to level 40 doing this, which I think is fantastic. So not only is this the best way to try to get these crystallization catalysts, but it's a great way to get your character and your weapons level up very quickly. So personally, I would go into this farm with the mindset of you're leveling quickly, and then you have the odd chance of finding one of these crystallization catalysts. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've now done 3 of these to 21, and I personally haven't received one yet, so I don't think the chances are all that great, but the fact that there is a chance at all is pretty cool. Guys, that is gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. A little bit of a crammed video with all 3 farms, but I wanted to give you guys some options of where you want to farm. We've got a great XP farm with the Kingston defense. We've got the best vault farm, and also an infinite farm that you can do for Kuiper with Bunny, and all of them are just pretty insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care. Peace.